How to identify a Marxist. Equality is a word adopted out of envy. Deep in the heart of every Republican, it means no one will be in a better position than I am. The Marxist is not defined by freedom, but by equality. Not equality before God, not equality before the law, not equality of dignity, but equality as leveling. This is why Marxism hates inheritance, tradition, aristocracy, religion, family, nation, and civilization. All of them carry inequality across time. Some families transmit virtue, some cultures transmit order, some civilizations transmit greatness. For Marxism, this is intolerable because it proves that men are not interchangeable. This is why Marxism cannot tolerate excellence. Excellence creates distinction. Distinction creates hierarchy. Hierarchy creates resentment. And resentment demands a theory that can call its envy justice. Marxism gives envy a moral vocabulary. It teaches the mediocre to look at greatness and see not achievement but theft. The Marxist must therefore attack memory. He must rewrite history so that every achievement becomes exploitation, every distinction becomes oppression, and every inheritance becomes guilt. He cannot admire civilization. He can only put it on trial. At the bottom of Marxism is not compassion, but metaphysical resentment, a rage against the fact that being itself is unequal. People are born different, cultures rise differently, men achieve differently, souls are not the same. Marxism cannot forgive reality for this. And this is why Marxism always ends by calling destruction progress. It destroys hierarchy and calls it liberation. It destroys memory and calls it justice. It destroys excellence and calls it equality. But a civilization cannot live by resentment. It can only die by it. The Marxist believes he is building a new world, but he is usually only dismantling the old one. He inherits the language of justice, compassion, and liberation. Then he empties those words of their higher meaning. Justice becomes equality. Compassion becomes resentment. Liberation becomes revolt. And politics becomes revenge against reality. The final sign of the Marxist is this: he cannot leave anything alone. A family must be politicized. A school must be politicized. A church must be politicized. A nation must be politicized. Even beauty must be politicized. Because wherever something exists outside ideology, Marxism sees a rival. That is why the Marxist cannot simply disagree with the past. He must condemn it. He cannot simply improve institutions. He must expose them. He must simply help the weak. He must accuse the strong. Because his politics is not ordered toward gratitude, but toward accusation. And so the Marxist becomes most dangerous when he sounds most moral. When he speaks of justice, he may mean punishment. When he speaks of equality, he may mean humiliation. When he speaks of liberation, he may mean the destruction of every bond he did not create. His virtue is often only resentment with a halo. The answer to Marxism is not cruelty, it is order. It is not indifference to suffering, it is the refusal to make envy the foundation of politics. A sane society can help the poor without hating the excellent. It can correct injustice without declaring war on distinction. It can lift men up without tearing civilization down. That is how you identify a Marxist. He speaks of justice but means leveling. He speaks of liberation but means revenge. He speaks of equality but means the destruction of distinction. He does not want a world where the low may rise. He wants a world where nothing is allowed to stand above him. For the Marxist, any stable difference is suspicious. If someone stands out, the Marxist does not merely want the poor lifted up. He wants the superior brought down. The problem is not suffering alone. The problem is comparison. as long as someone is wiser, richer, stronger, nobler, or more beautiful. The Marxist sees an accusation against equality. Thanks for watching. My name is Ray Luna, and I am the editor-in-chief of the webzine Contracorrientes. If you want more content like this, leave a comment, share your thoughts, and follow for more.